Podcast, live from Burgundy Studios in Garfield, New Jerusalem. I am Darth Messiah. I am not a wrestling genius, but I play one on the internet. Something like Tony Khan, if you will. And on the phone, the OG, the triple OG of the Ultra Heelz.
It's your boy Alex the motherfucking Hill, aka the Stanley podcaster, and also known as the leader of the Fuck the Mr. McMahon group, Part 2, and also known as the man that's not the two, but not the ones, but your mom calls me because I'm bigger than Billy Gunn. Also known as the man for your girl to a crossface, have a run into a crossface.
And on the boards, Stevie Franchise, aka Mr. J Kid if you're nasty.
You know that it's your boy Steve Franchise on the ones and twos, giving you that Ultra Wrestling Heel news.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
We in here.
Yeah. What's going on, guys? Happy late 4th of July, of course.
Yeah, it's hot as fuck.
It is very hot.
Balls.
It's
and my dumbass wore pants today.
Mm-hmm. My balls are hot. Definitely.
Wait. What stand-up did that? Was that, did Chappelle do that? No, that was more like a, I think it was like a Kevin Hart.
It was, somebody did it in UFC.
John Jones.
Yeah, John
My
Jones.
balls hot.
John Jones said that in the interview.
Yeah, he took his pants off. He took his pants off right after the match.
He was like, yo, how you feeling? My balls hot.
Got them hot balls.
Yes.
Oh, we got the Kelvin, the commissioners in the chat, a.k.a. the wise man.
Hey,
yo, I find it funny. Funny we talking about balls hot. You know what gets my balls hot?
Cheeks of the week. The highest running segment in wrestling podcasting, not found anywhere else except here on Ultra Heelz Wrestling Podcast. And if you're listening to this on an audio platform, do yourself a favor, hop over to YouTube, enjoy the cheeks with us. Cheeks are for everyone.
Yes, they are.
Cheeks of the week.
Cheeks are for everybody.
And since we're post 4th of July, because we did a show on 4th of July last week, we're going to salute these cheeks as they salute the flag. Mandy Rose, Scarlett Bordeaux, and Renee Michelle, wife of Drake Maverick, a.k.a. Rockstar Spud.
Bro, I still don't understand how he got her. I need to see that.
I don't understand either.
It's like Miz and Maurice. It don't make no sense.
I want the same look he has, yo. I'm like the same size as him.
Miz got Maurice. We know Miz got Maurice. Remember, she said he bothered her so much until he got that date. So we know that.
And also, he got her before she glue up. So
yeah, but Rockstar Spud getting her, I need the background story of that told to me ASAP.
Maybe he's got a third leg.
So
probably.
But here's the thing. Now he's gonna become my hero, bro. We're like the same size, so I know I can bags up shorty like that.
Facts.
Facts.
Word, bro.
And then a couple more ladies just, keeping it cheeky at the beach. Liv Morgan, Sky Blue, and one of our favorites, Nikita Lyons.
I do like Liv Morgan's little booty, so yeah, I like it.
I'm gonna keep it real. I don't get the fascination with Liv Morgan.
You don't?
I don't. Like, the personality doesn't appeal to me. She's kind of cute. I'm not gonna say she's just kind of cute. She's got a little bit of a body, but I don't get the fascination.
It's that petite body, like.
You know what's funny? It's not fascination. Looking at her photos and seeing her wrestle, there's not much personality here. Up, down. You see that she's just basically just a nerdy ass white girl.
I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I guess.
And I think that's why a lot of people like her, because I think people thought she was going to be like how Charlotte and them are. She's not going to be nerdy. She's going to be more about being high fashion, dressing pretty, expensive clothes. No, not that too. She's out. When she's out doing shit, she's the most fun. She likes to be the most fun person to be around.
Mm-hmm.
I like to stay in the house.
Hey, look, I like to stay in the house
sleep.
Too. I stay in the house too.
Well, she a Jersey girl, so.
Her and Nikki Cross, I just.
And then next up, we have a mystery person that is cheeking it upside down. Do you know who these cheeks belong to?
Wait, well, hold on. We were talking about Alexa Bliss. We didn't even talk about Nikita Lyons, bro.
Well, it's a standard.
It is a standard, but you still have to talk about it. It's a standard. Look at the cheeks.
We've said there everything there is to say about those cheeks.
Hey, listen here.
Look at them.
Look at that. You see that little cuff right there? That cuff right there is what you grab with your handles. That shit don't even have a name. All it has is pregnancy written on the side of it. That's all I see.
18 years.
These are some pregnancy yams. Okay? It's a pregnancy yams.
I'm telling y'all right now, whoever get her pregnant, I'm stalking that nigga. 'Cause I need to figure out what he did to get it.
Nah, I'm a stole on that motherfucker. Yo, for real. I'm gonna be like, why you got her pregnant, bitch?
I'm gonna be that nigga DM so hard, he gonna think I was dick riding him.
That's like I got beef with ASAP Rocky for getting Rihanna pregnant.
Boy, oh boy, let's not even talk about that. That's a whole nother show. I swear to God.
Yo. Why? All right, now back to the mystery upside down yams. Who is it?
I don't know.
Is this Chelsea Green? Okay.
Hell no, Chelsea ain't got no tattoos behind her leg.
Who is this?
Who's the most tatted female in WWE?
WWE.
I don't know. Who
is she in the current roster?
Yeah, who is the
Main
most
roster?
It's so you should get who is the most tatted female in WWE?
Freaking no, that's not.
Is that Rodriguez?
No.
No.
She has like one little tattoo on her shoulder.
Sure.
That's not. What?
What female in a dominant faction is tatted as fuck?
Is that Rhea?
That's Rhea.
This is Rhea Ripley?
That's Rhea.
This is Mommy?
That's Mommy.
Goddamn, Mommy. Ooh,
you know why? Because the arm with all the tattoos is the one behind the hair. So you can't see the tattoos. But then she's got the leg tattoos also.
I feel like this has been years, like previous years though, like previous Rhea. Like before Mommy, post Mom, like
I don't know. They were on her Instagram this week.
Pre-Mommy.
This is Rhea Ripley before she went to the main roster with the short, dark haircut.
Because now this is like brown haircut, yeah.
That is true. That is true.
This is Rhea NXT.
That's why I threw it off. That's why I was like, wait, that's not Rhea. It is Rhea.
It was on her Instagram this week, so.
Hey, look, first of all, that one in the middle, that little tattoo across her butt cheek, look like it says my name. I'm just trying to figure it out.
I don't know. It kind of said STV.
And we'll go to your favorite because you said this was your favorite as you were putting this together for us.
Yes. All
Zelina,
three of them in a row.
Jade Cargill, and because Becky never posts anything, we're gonna accept this. The little hip that she's showing, we're gonna have to accept that.
Hey, first of all, I got a Latino, an Irish, and a black mommy. That looked like a Neapolitan. I'm with all that.
That's exactly what he said.
Thanks for taking my joke.
That's exactly what he said.
That was a joke. It just looked like a Neapolitan, and I want it. I don't even like that kind of ice cream, but I eat the fuck out of it.
He said that right before you called in.
Yes.
That's wild.
Wow.
Yes.
That's that Jersey mindset when you see
it
three
is,
things.
it is. I was like, damn, I was set up for this joke.
I didn't know that was a setup. God damn.
And now my favorite would be the next one. Yeah, look at that.
Oh man, boy, I almost thought that said OnlyFans on the side. Oh shit.
Now here's the, I don't know if this is real or edited.
And I just said OnlyFans.
So is this gonna be an every week thing?
I don't know.
I hope so.
Please do, because they like, hey, you can just
Saraya,
donate to the Ari
like,
Butcher, everything on Amazon. Just please wear it.
More for Saraya and kind of Ruby. I don't know, but
I don't know. Ruby can like sit on the side and like fluff the other girls, but I don't.
Nah, hell no, not me. If you all wearing the same shit, it all got to come off on all three of y'all. I can't leave one of y'all for a dress. That's like buying a 3-pack action figures and not playing with the third wrestler. No,
like
I need that.
It's like if you put Saraya and Tony just like in the front, and then her just working in the back.
Yeah, she can fluff the girl that I'm currently not inside of.
Mm-hmm.
No, she's gonna be fluffing me when I go switch between two.
Shit, you're gonna be feeling chin first. Oh, maybe not because she doesn't really have one.
Yeah, she's no chin.
Bro, that makes it easier because then when I say when I'm going,
Bailey has the chin that she's missing.
Yes.
You put them together, you have a normal amount of chin on two people.
How am I looking at Ruby? How am I looking at Ruby and I'm thinking about Bailey? I'm like, nah, the chin.
Yo, first of all, I'm looking at Ruby, and I would still give her dick before I give it to that Toya boy Charlotte.
Wow.
Yeah, true. I would still give it to Ruby if Charlotte was another option.
Yeah, if Charlotte was in the picture, you'd be like, you got to choose Ruby all day. I'm not even picking nothing else. This Ruby.
Yeah. Anyway, time for Ultra Fantasy Booking. Last week was Dragon Force. And we kicked the night off with a couple of matches to warm up to our main event. We got to put our two competitors through some paces. The opening match was Cesaro versus Ciampa versus Gargano versus Yuta. Cesaro will be competing later on in the main event. And Cesaro is the winner with 34% of the votes. Match 2, it is a triple threat. Kevin Steen, who will also be in the main event later on, taking on Finn Balor and Sheamus. Kevin Steen did not have the same luck as the person he is facing. Finn Balor has won with 42% of the votes. Match 3, in the women's division, a ladder match between Deonna Purrazzo and Io Shirai. With 54% of the votes, Io Shirai got to the top and remains undefeated in ladder matches. Because apparently she's 4-0 in WWE ladder matches. Did not know that before Mainland Bank. Oh, hold on, Kelvin said all three can get it expeditiously. Okay, T.I. And our main event, to be the #1 contender to Jon Moxley's WWF Championship, Cesaro taking on Kevin Steen. And the winner, with 64% of the votes, Kill Steen Kill. And now, moving over to Warzone. We're going to kick this is our July pay-per-view, No Way Out. We're going to kick the night off with FTR taking on none other than the Brothers of Destruction, Kane and The Undertaker. And to keep our theme of the pay-per-view, No Way Out, this will be an Inferno match. Match 2. Women's champion Bayley will take on co-#1 contenders Asuka and Charlotte in a 60-minute Falls Count Anywhere Iron Woman match. Again, keeping with the theme, there's nowhere to run because Falls Count Anywhere.
Yeah!
Match 3, the Usos, teaming with their brother Solo and their cousin Jacob Fatu, will take on none other than The New Day, who will team up with the pay-per-view specialist Pat McAfee. And this match will be War Games! And in the spirit of 4th of July, since it just passed, none other than the United States champion, Cody Rhodes, will come out and have a pro-America promo and set off some fireworks. Because that's what he does.
Yeah!
And our main event for the IWGP Heavyweight Championship, Walter will take on #1 contender, hit the button, J-Kid, L.A. Knight.
Yeah.
And this will be a strap match. And that is No Way Out.
You said strap match, the first thing came to mind was Blaze and Ronda in a book bag strap match.
Oh, aren't they having a fight pit?
Yep. You know what's funny? I kind of want to see this just for the simple fact that they haven't done the shit with Blaze since she left NXT like that, really.
You're off for some reason.
Is he? Yeah, I don't hear him.
Yeah, your mic is off.
Oh, I'm sorry.
There you go.
I just muted myself for that thing.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
I'm like, yeah, you just got quiet quick as hell. I was like, wait, what?
So, what I was saying is, Ronda's leaving after that, right? Something about her
supposed to run out
contract, like-
after WrestleMania, but she was injured, so
Yeah.
they do a thing where they extend it. So I don't know when she's actually leaving.
Because she's already in talks about, like, she wants to go back to UFC.
And get her ass kicked.
man.
again,
Get her ass
but-
kicked by
but
Holly
that's
Holmes
not
again.
my
But
problem.
yeah,
That's not my problem.
Hey.
and get her ass kicked by Holly Holmes again. But yeah,
Hey, look.
And then she can cry and leave again.
yeah, exactly. And then
Hey,
come back to
look.
WWE in like 4 years.
And then cry and leave that again.
Yes.
Hey, look. She getting paid either way. That's like if Brock went back and got his ass whooped. You think he would show back WWE and take that paycheck? You don't give a fuck.
Oh yeah, but Brock doesn't cry. That's a difference.
First of all, one, we don't know what Brock does. Remember when he had that diverticulitis bullshit and he got kicked? Remember, we didn't see him or hear from him in a while.
That's true. Well,
he probably went home and cried about he had to lose to somebody like that.
But that's before he got the mechanical parts, so he'll be good now.
Yeah, he got the real grapefruits that Vince keeps claiming he does.
Yeah. All right, so this controversy that happened on the internet that kind of went under the radar. Jon Moxley, he said, it adds realism. I only know one speed. When it comes to blood, it's just going to happen sometimes.
With his face. Great picture.
I feel like he said this while he was bleeding like this for real.
Yeah, exactly.
On Matt Hardy's podcast, I forgot what the fuck it's Extreme Life of Matt Hardy. He said, I think bleeding and blood is best used in the correct spaces and not every week. #AEW. It doesn't need to be done often because that kind of kills it. It hurts the effect as well.
And you know what's funny? I'm kind of with Matt Hardy. That's like if they had a ladder match every month. You'd be like, bro, this ladder match don't really mean shit no more now.
Uh-huh.
He's not wrong on that one because it should be like just saved for like the best parts for like every pay-per-view or like certain pay-per-views that you can do.
Okay,
it can't
now
be on every pay-per-view
because we're talking about Moxley, a guy that will wrestle on barbed wire and just laugh and enjoy it. So he's like Sabu, like he likes to get hurt because that just fuels him. At the same time, Matt Hardy has a point with it because it just kills the thing, but it's like something Dean does regularly.
But the thing is, like, if it does make it to where he's doing it every single week,
he literally does bleed it.
Yeah, every single week, then it's just something it's just considered as something he does.
Look, it's like Sabu with the can. Remember, Sabu did himself in the head with the can so much he used to start bleeding before the match even got started.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you mean Sandman?
Sandman.
I mean, yeah, Sandman. Sorry. Sabu just cut himself open almost every given time. I feel like if he sneezed, he would just rip something.
I think some people get in love with things they've seen in the past, and they forget that in the 80s, 70s, even the early 90s, wrestlers wrestled 5 times a week. Mm-hmm. It wasn't just one show. And you only see highlights of the good stuff, like the really, really good, stuff that happened. Like, you forget that there was a period of time where Dusty Rhodes was probably not doing anything for like 6 months in 1986. Mm-hmm. He wasn't having a banger match with Ric Flair every night for 15 years. It was on and off for 15 years, not every night.
That's true.
You forget that like Jerry Lawler wasn't the champion in Tennessee for 20 straight years. He'd win it for like 2 years. Then he'd go take a break and book for 2 years. He'd come back and be champion for 2 years and then take another break. And things were on and off. You just remember all the good stuff and you romanticize it. And that's how you have these death match. Like GCW, it's a death match promotion. Mick Foley and Terry Funk had like 3 death matches, and people like think it's the greatest thing ever.
Mm-hmm. The thing is with Dean is, since Dean was part of the Shield and they considered him the 3rd best one there in the group, he's the only one that actually gave away his real blood, sweat, and tears for the company. Roman was too safe, and Rollins was like injuring other people, but he wasn't out there trying to do shit. Dean was out there fighting in all type of stupid ass matches, dumbass things, and out there just putting on a match, even if he was hurt, sick, or whatever. So for him to really bleed like this on an everyday basis, I see this coming from him and him only. I don't see no other wrestler doing it because he's just the guy that I see doing it.
Well, he came up through CZW and PGW, so he's used to it. That's his bread and butter.
I mean, that comes
That's
back.
What I'm saying.
And that comes back to the statement I said. Then if it's gonna be like Dean just bleeding every week, that's just considered a thing for him. Like
that's a thing.
As we would say, as we would see it as a thing for him.
But
like it would be just something that he's just doing a shoot. Like,
but think about it this way. Again, as Alex was saying before, when you do it all the time, it just kind of becomes a thing. So if Moxley's just bleeding to bleed, what happens when you need to shoot an angle? And like, let's say like Samoa Joe and CM Punk, let's say we elevate this like a 3-4 month feud and you just need a shock factor. If Moxley bled at the beginning of the show and now Samoa Joe or injures Punk and he's bleeding, it's just like, oh, okay, more blood.
More blood. Yeah, exactly.
It's not as big of an effect.
That's what I mean.
Wait, no. I'm about to say no. You know what's funny? Because if there's a thing for Dean, I expect to see Dean bleed. If another wrestler that does not bleed, I will be more invested in seeing them. So if Samoa Joe got bust open, I'm gonna feel like Samoa Joe got bust open for some shape, form, or fashion, because he don't get bust open on the regular.
Or how about this? Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, because you gotta think about it. We're saying that this is something Dean does, but let's not forget, New Jack busts somebody open every week, and it never became. Oh, it's just New Jack doing this shit. You just want to see who was New Jack gonna try to kill by the next day.
Yeah, that was the thing. New Jack wasn't trying to. It wasn't about the blood. It was how close could I get you to death?
And that man died, and what we know him for, mostly him damn near, stabbing that dude with the Wolverine claw, throw humble over the top of the thing through the tables, beating the shit out of that big ass fat kid, and he ended up killing himself down the road. New Jack is known for making people's lives change in the worst way, but it was a normal thing for New Jack. I can't see nobody else pulling off that shit New Jack did.
Yeah. But then I think we talked about this from Payback. But how many times has Brock Lesnar bled? And every time he does it hard way. He doesn't use a blade. Lesnar does it hard way. He said, if I'm gonna do it, it's gonna look fucking good. It's gonna look fucking real.
Shit, how many times have Brock Lesnar bust somebody open when they was like, okay, we need them to bleed a little bit, and they leave gushing?
Like the SummerSlam match against Orton, because Brock took the glove off and he just fucking dug into Orton's forehead.
Yeah, that shit
and then
was crazy.
Everybody backstage wanted to fight Brock. Was like, yo, what the fuck did you do? It's like, no, we agreed upon it before the match. We're going to hard way it.
Yeah, I don't see Brock doing the blade way. Especially when he did, you're right, when he did Randy, he gave Randy the punch and then he gave him the elbow. Elbow cuts him over regardless.
He was like, I'm going to elbow you until you bleed, okay?
Bam, and then Randy probably was like, all right, you probably
like,
took 2,
Jesus
maybe
Christ.
3 to max, about 6 way in, all of a sudden you start gushing. I know he's like, bro, listen here, we didn't agree to this many hits.
That's great working. We're going to agree to it. You're going to fuck me up. I'm not going to talk to you for a couple days, and then we're going to be good.
The thing with Moxley is Moxley tells you from the start, hey, man, look, if you can bust me open anywhere in the match, just go ahead and do it. We're still going to wrestle. Just try to bust me open. I'll take a full chair shot. You can hit me the ball. I don't care. Just make sure that when I leave here, I shower, I see it run off my face like a horror movie. That's all I need to see.
And be like, yo. And also, Rocky 3.
And then on the complete opposite end of the spectrum, high quality technical wrestling, Samoa Joe and CM Punk on AEW Collision in the Owen Hart tournament. They even obliged the code of honor.
One of them don't look like he obliges, but he's like...
he fucked Punk up after, but
hey, look,
at least he upheld the code of honor.
Hey, look. All I know is Owen Hart short.
Yep.
That looks familiar all over again.
Yes.
Yep.
I was like, I wonder who's going to win this one.
He also wore pink in the first round, too.
I wonder who was going to win that one.
Maybe he'll come out. Maybe he'll come out in the finals back into the little tighty whities in the same color as the logo of the Hart Foundation.
I have a serious feeling Punk will probably do it, but then put Starks over. I don't think Punk's is stupid enough to come back. Oh, I'm gonna hog all the glory after people accusing me of being toxic. I think he's putting Starks over, and Starks needs it.
Yes, Stark definitely needs it, and I hope that this suspicion of these Owen Hart colors in this tournament is like the automatic win. I hope that stops.
Yeah.
I hope the second year it just stops that suspicion.
Yeah.
Because if this is the way that AEW is gonna run this every year, I'm not good. I'm not with it.
No.
This shit is boring, and Tony Khan's the biggest mark for this.
What a mark.
Also, we had FTR versus what I like to call Gin and Juice, Bullet Club Gold. And that was probably the best TV tag team match of the year so far.
Yeah.
That was intense.
It was.
And it was so intense that they're going to do it again next week in a 2 out of 3 falls.
Boy, look at them over there glistening, looking like them honey rotisserie chickens inside the Jamaican store.
Yo.
Now, my pet peeve with this match.
Okay.
It was a great match. But then I got online and there's a Instagram page. I cannot remember his name, but it's about wrestling. And one of the guys up there says, I don't like Juice Robinson, and Switchblade does not get me as a good wrestler because he can't carry a match. And this is the week right before this match happened. And this match happened. I would have been under the comment section was like, what you think about them now?
Yeah.
You know that dude blocked me on his personal page?
Okay, I'm not gonna get on the limb and put Jay White in like the category of like the best wrestlers like out right now, but he's not a slouch. He's far from a slouch. He deserves, when you put him in the ring with somebody good, he shines. When you put him in the ring with somebody that's not so good, he does struggle a little bit.
It's always the person who's trying to put him over too.
But regardless, he has better fundamentals than most. I'll say that.
He definitely does.
And
Right.
he
shows
cuts,
it, too.
he cuts great. Well, he doesn't cut great promos. He cuts authentic promos. You can tell he's really talking off the head. He didn't prepare some shit ahead of time. He's just going and reacting to what's around him.
Like I think people get Jay White the bad end of the stick because in New Japan, they don't wrestle every week. They wrestle every once in a goddamn blue.
Yeah.
So he get that time off. So people that watch it only know him for 45-minute matches against Omega and Okada and part of Bullet Club, but not outside of there until his contract started coming up and then he started coming over here a lot more and started doing stuff.
Yeah.
So people are like, oh, well, he's not that good at doing blah, 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 because he didn't wrestle all the time. But I'm like, you gotta understand, this man is doing 45-minute matches, not looking tired, and that match is entertaining to fucking watch. To coming over here, and he's now wrestling 3-4 times a week on other shows.
And
That's a big dramatic difference.
I've gained an interest in Juice Robinson since they started using him in AEW. I've gained an interest in Juice Robinson. He's entertaining as hell.
He's
I had
been, they've been doing
him
well with
when
him.
he got let go from WWE after he did that upwards hand motion and popped Kevin Owens' nose open. I was like, oh, hold on now, wait a minute. I don't know what that was, but I'm kind of feeling it. When they let him go and he showed up in New Japan, I was like, oh, okay, wait a minute. Okay, maybe he'll do something. In between there and Impact, I've just been following him. And I'm like, yo, he just been getting better and better since he left WWE and that whole gimmick that they switched over and gave Daniel Bryan with the environment bullshit.
And I said this last week, AEW Collision is a very well formatted show. It breezes by. The silliness is appropriate where used.
Yeah.
It's not in every fucking segment. Every segment is not like an inside joke where like, oh yeah, let's laugh along together.
Now,
You know what it remind of before you go, JK? You know what it remind of? It remind of what Triple H wanted to do.
Yes.
But then Vince kept stepping in.
Yeah.
that is. And you also see like who is running the show, honestly. Like
CM Punk.
It is CM Punk.
CM Punk.
CM Punk is definitely running this show.
Well, he has a strong influence in the creative. I'm not saying he's running the show. He has a strong influence
But that
in the
does
creative.
mean that he's running the show. If he has a very strong influence, just like Kenny Omega and the Bucks run Dynamite.
Dynamite is Omega, the Bucks, Moxley Jericho, and Daniel Bryan.
And yeah,
still find
CM
it
Punk
crazy
show is
that
just
man-
on Saturday.
I still find it crazy. It takes 6 motherfuckers to run that show, and CM Punk got a little influence on the other one, and that one puts on a better TV show.
Yep.
So, like I said, who wants to go to Collision?
All right. So, also last week,
Up to.
the AEW announced that the week after All In London, the week after, they're also going to have All Out still. Why?
They're gonna have
You
All Out
having
and All In?
back-to-back week pay-per-views? Are you serious?
It's gonna be all
Hey,
shit.
man, look, they trying to do something different.
And they're going to Chicago again? You had a pay-per-view in Chicago already this year. There's something else we talked about last week. Your touring schedule fucking sucks. You're doubling up major shows in the same city. You really think people have all this money to fucking shell out? Life is expensive.
And so is CM Punk.
they're going to Chicago a second time for a pay-per-view in the same year. That is wild.
It's crazy. I never, ever seen this.
And again, a pay-per-view in back-to-back weeks. You're paying $100 worth of pay-per-views in 2 weeks. Are you serious?
Man.
Hey, look,
Mark.
hey, look, man. These are some expensive pay-per-views, but then you still got green shirt guy and Trinidad dude going to every pay-per-view on cross seas and in state. So
yeah,
I can't even see a problem with the cost no more because they are spending rent money every week to go to these shows.
They must be like day traders or something and make hella money, but
Probably.
But I'm talking about the regular people, the everyday people that are going to the show. They're taking trips with their friends or they're taking their kids to the show. It's expensive to go.
Very, very expensive. Like one person is expensive.
Yeah.
Enough.
Over the week, again, it was 4th of July last week. I swear, Brandy Rose saw this picture on the internet because it was circulating, and then she's like, "We gotta do that." And with the Barbie movie coming out too, I swear she saw that shit and is like, "We gotta do it."
Wow.
Yo, it's so scary because that actually looks just like them.
It is them.
It's a Ken doll and a black Barbie.
Hey man, I'm just saying they should have went to the premiere holding those up. They'd be like, "Y'all in the movie?" No.
Shit. I mean,
look, I can't stop staring at it because Cody got on the goddamn pants. That's what's making me laugh.
That's the thing. He has almost the same pants.
The only thing is her bathing suit is backwards, like the stars are on the bottom instead of the top.
Yeah,
that's the only thing that's off.
Yeah, but in Cody's, the star just stops right.
Yeah.
Right at the bottom. Or
Yeah, but
right
his is
middle.
close enough because you got the stars on the left on both.
True.
pairs.
Yo, no offense. I feel like I should just go buy that Ken doll and just draw the Cody tattoo across his neck and on his chest, and then return it and be like, I don't think this Ken doll is made right.
When the cashier looks at it, it would just play the theme in her head.
Whoa!
Whoa.
My father said.
Maybe it'll be more. I don't know.
Rey Mysterio was at the UFC event over the weekend, and they spelled his name wrong. R-A-Y.
R-A-Y.
Not the person Rey. He's Rey the King.
El Rey
R-E-Y.
Mysterio.
El Rey.
El Rey Mysterio. No, Rey is still R-E-Y.
Yeah, R-E-Y.
And no, but I meant like in Spanish too.
Yeah, R-E-Y. Yeah.
So I don't know what this Rey is.
That's Raymond. That's where you get Raymond from.
Mysterio.
Yeah.
Hey Raymond. Everybody loves Raymond Mysterio, bro.
Hey, look, fuck all his name. Nigga got a Dior jacket on. What the fuck? This nigga just be out here just spinning bread for real.
Facts.
Yeah. I mean, he ain't spending it on Dominic no more, so.
That's true.
Shit. Hey, man, look,
Mommy's spending it
who
on
would?
Dominic.
It's also been confirmed that sharks are scared of the Undertaker.
Dead ass.
If you've seen this clip on Twitter, Instagram, the shark just turned back. It swam up to him and then just turned away.
It's like he smelled or like he felt the essence of the Undertaker. He was like, "Oh no, fuck that, I'm out."
He was like, "Ooh, fresh meat. That's the Undertaker." I mean, I'm gonna take my ass back in this ocean.
Before I get tombstone in this bitch.
Right. It was so crazy because just watching the show, people go, "Look, there's a shark." I call my husband to come down. He walks in the water. The shark comes up like, "Wait a minute."
And
Nigga,
fucking Michelle McCool was filming the whole thing.
Imagine he chokeslammed the shark.
Oh, pick that bitch up and give it a tombstone on dry land.
Jesus.
And get on his bike and just ride off to American Badass and leave her there like, what the fuck just happened?
Damn, that shark's gonna be put in the urn.
Right. It would be the old SmackDown shut your mouth when Brock F5 the shark in the ocean.
This is the new 2023 where he chokeslammed the shark in the ocean.
If anybody's been wondering where Nikki Cross is, she was getting her master's degree. And her fiance, Killian Dane, was there. The former Killian Dane. I don't know his real name.
Remember when Killian Dane was actually a good wrestler?
Beast?
Yes.
When Sanity actually meant something in NXT, and then they showed up to the main roster the first day, and then were never seen for 8 months.
I swear, they killed the fuck out of
so
Dane.
bad. Sanity could have been the group that rivaled the Wyatt family. I swear they could have.
They could have.
Sanity is what the House of Black became.
No, Sanity is what House of Black came, but then if they would say WWE, they would have been what do you call it, NXT right now?
Yeah. Schism.
Yeah, they'd have been Schism.
So I would think like it's almost the same career as what was the TNA group that was with the fighting broken family with the broken
Decay.
You talking about
Decay, yeah.
Decay.
It's almost as the same level. They literally had something there and it went. Especially with Killian Dane. I can't believe they fucked up Killian Dane's career. I can't believe it. He was definitely one of the
You could have put Killian Dane with the Viking Raiders and had a 3-man group.
Yes.
He would have fit right
Word.
in.
I think he would have been really good in the Viking Raiders.
They could have brought him in with the War Raiders, because fuck all that extra shit.
Yeah.
They could have put them in with the War Raiders,
War
and they could have
Machine.
had a feud with the New Day.
Yeah.
But good to see.
Yeah.
Good to see that he's still there.
And then fuckboy Logan Paul got engaged.
Hey man, you know what's funny? I watched that whole proposal and it made me laugh. And he was like, when he was proposed to her, he was like, "Hey, I don't want you to make me, feel like I'm some little bitch." I said, "Wow." He said what I was gonna say out loud. Never mind. Damn it. I said, at least he understands the mission and the goal.
yeah,
He
But, hey,
understood
man,
the
look.
assignment.
Hey, look, man, I'm happy for him. But when he came to Raw, it was so funny when that cameraman was like, "Congratulations on your engagement." He was like, "Yeah, I should be out there with my fiance, but I'm here to come talk to somebody." "Hey, man, your shoes untied." And look up and he starts running. I said, "Why is that a thing that I like seeing him do now?"
he's a clown, man.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. Look, I'm not gonna lie. The talk between him and Ricochet is making me like Logan Paul a little bit more, because on the mic now, it makes more sense for him to be on the mic with somebody like Ricochet.
I was just telling Darth, like
Yeah.
the beef between Logan Paul and Ricochet is pretty interesting now.
Because
Like,
they took a spot in a match with. It wasn't Ricochet being unsafe. Things happen. It's not ballet, people. Things happen, and they made a work out of it, and I'm cool with it.
Yeah,
I need WWE to do that more often. When something happens, like Coffee Mania, just roll with it, bro. Just roll with it, let it happen. Stop trying to make things happen nobody wants to see.
You're
I'm
taking me
kinda
back to
interested in
Kofi
seeing it
Mania, bro. Kofi Mania was like the best shit that ever happened that year.
Yeah.
Bro,
yeah.
no offense to Ali, Dan about to lose the eye, but man, shit happens, bro. The face was turned a different way.
Yep.
Maybe this right here make people want to see Logan Paul a little bit more if he fight Ricochet, because I ain't gonna lie, them two dudes are technically high flyers. But we all know Ricochet's the real high flyer. Logan Paul's the show off like Shawn Michaels. This seems like it's gonna be a good feud between these two, because that's right now. What's Ricochet been doing besides being with Braun Strowman?
That's what I'm saying.
Yep.
Like they need to give Ricochet something, and this is something that he can get over from.
Yeah, because I ain't gonna lie, that segment with him and he did the flip over the rope, I was happy to see him do it again. But then it also made me sad because goddamn Velveteen Dream got fucked over. He could have been on that roster a long time ago.
Even Jim Cornette had something good to say about Logan Paul. And he hates everybody.
Every single body.
He said Logan Paul has obviously done the training. He's taken this seriously. His basics are better than 90% of the AEW roster.
Jesus.
Yeah,
90%.
First of all, you saying a statement like that and you follow behind it, man. Look, you know some shit that we ain't
if you
seen.
get a cosign from Jim Cornette, you done something.
Right. It's a simple fact that Logan Paul is still out here promoting Prime, touring around with Prime, doing his podcast, and still showing up to wrestle.
Yeah. Anyway,
I can't wait for that feud.
Tyler Breeze is back in the wrestling ring. He's doing indie shows. He's taking indie bookings.
You know what?
And he's also.
You know what? Let's. I'm glad. I'm happy. I'm happy he's back in the ring.
But he's still getting WWE checks.
Hey.
Because he signed on as a media person to work on Up Up Down Down. And he's currently the undisputed, reigning, defending left right champion after unifying the titles. Yeah. Because when he was away from the company, after he got released, they crowned a new champion, and he at the time was the champion, so he has unified the belts.
And you know what's funny? This is the only time you see a champion that never lost their belt come back to claim their belt.
Because up, up, down, down keeps kayfabe.
They do.
They do.
They do. And it's the best. Like,
I ain't gonna lie though, some of their names are up, down, down still be blowing my mind.
Liv Morgan, her name is Daddy, aka Young Saliva.
Yeah, boy, I was like, what? I was like, OnlyFans, maybe? No,
Kofi Kingston is Mr. 24/7, aka Gotcho. Gotcho what? Gotcho ass.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. I know the whole promo. I watch a lot of Up, Down, Down.
It's great. It's great. I love it.
Who else has a
Especially
good name?
when they were doing the mods.
What is
for
the Miz
Tekken
again?
to put them
The
in
Miz is Moneymaker.
It makes so much sense to him, even though he done lost two of his personal belts and Maurice's belt.
Yeah, he lost to Xavier
No, he's lost 3. He lost the IC, the US, and the current WWE belt. And he lost Maurice's Divas title. And then Bayley was telling him to put up the spinner belt. And he was like, nah, I can't do that.
His wall gonna be empty as hell. He gonna go there with Mr. Hook and tell myself, I remember when I had
His
belts.
wall gonna be empty, yo.
AJ Styles, his name is Cobb. K-O-B. King of Booty.
What was Big E name?
Big Wool.
Yeah, Big Wool.
It makes sense.
Big Wool.
It makes sense. I don't know what my name would be on Up, Down, Down. I still feel like it'd still be just Alex the Hill. I don't need nobody to know my real name at all.
On NXT, Booker T just came out in a fucking wife beater on commentary.
Sucker.
Bro, first of all,
Still
Booker T
50,
still got
still
the arms,
jacked.
boy.
Yo, he's
Still got the arms. Looking like somebody's uncle just released from prison.
He said it's his summer attire.
Hey man, he in Florida.
Somebody gonna make that right now.
Hot as hell down there.
Somebody gonna make that on 2K right now.
Yeah.
Bro, it's probably already up there today. As soon as they showed him, he put his arms up. He was already made.
It was probably up there before NXT went off the air. That's how fast niggas work.
Dude, I think Booker T still got it. I think he can,
his knees don't got it.
His knees don't got it, but
the rest of them, as long as he don't got a cut left or right, he got it.
Exactly.
Boy, you get in the ring. He get in the ring of the court. You hit that little juke. Oh, them knees are gone.
Oh yeah, that's true. Oh, my knees, sucker.
So,
my knees. Come on, you nigga.
SmackDown, we had Tribal Court.
Ooh, this was
Main
intense.
event, Jey Uso put the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns on trial.
Bro, this segment right here, SmackDown was 86 minutes. This thing alone was
38 minutes.
Yep.
It was half the show. And y'all, I'm gonna
I did not care. I didn't care.
Look, I'm telling everybody else. If this would have been the whole SmackDown, I would have been okay with this.
Yo.
I forgot who I was talking to on Instagram, what account I was talking. I was like, yo, just move all the wrestling to Raw, that we can get rid of the dumb segments, move all the wrestling to Raw, and just have 2 hours of Bloodline every week.
Yo. I would be sick.
Bro, I was so invested in this. I was on a phone call. I told them, hold on, put it on mute, and threw my phone on the other side of the room. I didn't want to hear them talk.
Dude, this is still like season 12, bro. Like, or this is season 8 right now. Let me be realistic.
It is. It's the best thing in wrestling right now.
Look, I can tell you right now, what would have made this so much more better of a segment if the Tribal Court was going on and they got to show it as evidence A and evidence B was Sami Zayn coming out.
Yeah, that was the only thing missing was like a Sami Zayn piece.
Sami Zayn. Definitely. Sami Zayn would have definitely made some good points in there too in that court.
However, once Roman took that knee, I'm like, yeah, he's about to low blow him.
You know what's tragic though? That he had to literally bend on them fucking dunks.
Oh
bro.
yeah, everybody's like, yo,
he's bending them Jordan ones.
He's creasing the shit out of them, bro.
Instagram was like the worst thing you could ever fear. I said, how y'all niggas ain't even into wrestling, and y'all care about that? Just like shit is getting crazy.
Damn, he creased the shit out of them dunks. I know he mad right now.
It was a Jordan 1 lows.
Hey, bro, I can tell you right now though.
You know what? Jay deserved that low blow for making him crease down them shits.
Hey, look, I can tell you something right now, though. Roman dropping that tear let you know, boy, his acting getting better.
His acting skills
that was some real tears.
Pretty good.
That was some real tears.
Holy shit!
I wouldn't know what he was thinking about for motivation to make him do that.
Dude, I wouldn't be surprised if Roman one day is like he just leaves.
Oh yeah,
just
yeah.
do movies.
It's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time.
Just like
him and The Rock, him and The Rock and Hobbs and Shaw 7.
Shit, they'll be in Fast 17 or some shit.
Something like that.
Shit.
But this was a great segment from beginning to end. When their music popped for the Usos, bruh, that place blew off the fucking
Usos are so over.
Yes.
It is wild.
Usos, especially Jey. Mostly Jey.
And he looks good with that title.
He does.
It ain't gonna happen, but he looks good with that title.
Hey, look.
Does, bro.
Can we be happy for the simple fact that this shit went down? And when that tribal necklace fell off him and Solo picked it up and the crowd started cheering for Solo,
yep.
I was like, please, Solo, just put it on for a second and feel that power.
It's
please.
yours. It's supposed to be inherited to you.
That was his Infinity Gauntlet.
Dude, that was supposed to be his inheritance from Umaga. He was supposed to take over instead of Roman.
I was like, God damn. And you see Roman looking confused, like, hey, get that back to me. Hey, come on, dude. Stop playing. Please give it to me. Please. I don't want to fight you. I'm already fighting them two fuckers. Just give that shit to me.
Oh, and have you seen the pictures online that it was like 3 weeks ago? It was the week after Roman got the new belt. Heyman was walking around and the Universal title had a Brock Lesnar side plate on it.
Yes.
Yeah, everybody knows that. And I was like, wait, why has it got a Brock title?
Yeah, we never talked about it. I was like, are we hinting at something?
I was so confused when he got it. I was like, why is he walking around with that? I was like, what makes it more weird is you could have just went out to the belt table and just got some plates and screwed on Roman shits on top of that. Why put Brock ones on there?
Yo.
Yeah.
Brock is going to get the title again? Shit.
Hey, look, man. At this point right now, if Brock got the title again, it would be deserved because Roman been held it for long enough instead of Brock coming in doing what he normally do, beat black guys.
And now that crazy? Cowboy Brock is over, I'm fine with it.
It was good while it lasted. Like, it was good for that little, that little era that we had. But it was good.
This put the bloodline of all storylines in wrestling at the top right now.
Mm-hmm.
If they would have ended it that night, I don't think nobody would have gave a fuck because this has been the biggest talk of wrestling and outside of wrestling. And we don't get that a lot lately.
Mm-hmm.
But what we got last night on Raw was Seth Rollins eating some buffalo wings.
Boy, I tell you, them wings did look good.
They did look good.
My only complaint is they should have got Wingstop or Buffalo Wild Wings to sponsor the segment if he was going to come out with some fucking chicken.
Where you get the wings from, though? Cause that little tray looked like it can't hold shit.
It had a little charcuterie board on it too.
Where were they at?
They were in Buffalo.
Buffalo, right?
Yeah.
Shit. He better have the best wings there for real. I better know that spot.
But yeah, he led to the multiple segments where Judgment Day was having tensions because Finn Balor called out Damian Priest, and then Rhea came out and said, hey, we don't do this in public. We do this behind closed doors. And then she went and found Priest, and she said, you better need to talk to Finn, calm this shit down. And he was like, I already talked to him. He's being a bitch. And then she got them together. And they got back on the same page, and they won. But
I swear, it's just Rhea out here making these things happen.
Mm-hmm.
I like that she's being now used as the leader.
Like
to me, I always thought she was anyway, seeing how she won the title.
Yeah.
I mean, she's the only one that's holding gold there. So,
but can we talk about how fucking Dom in the back? He just looks like a little sad puppy in the background.
Dom looks like the little brother to the family that didn't want to go to the amusement park. He wanted to stay home.
So are we gonna see Dom leaving eventually?
That's the interesting thing. If they break this up, who's going what way? Who's heel? Who's babyface? It's gonna be interesting.
I feel like Dominic Rey is still gonna stay together because simple fact, without her, he's nothing on the mic without her.
Yeah.
But Finn and Damian Priest going their own way. We already know what's going to happen. Damian Priest is getting pushed to the moon right now
Yeah.
for some strange reason because it ain't Vince McMahon. And we all know Finn's going to happen. Finn's going to get pushed, but not to the moon. But if Vince and Stephanie was there, you know what would happen. Finn would be wearing his rainbow Finn Bella shorts, and Damian Priest would be out here doing gimmick matches like Sami Zayn was doing.
Yep. Yep.
So I'm cool either way right now. If they were to break up right now and just keep them separate the way they are now, I would still be okay with following them.
Is he going to? Do you think he will go to Seth Rollins with the Money in the Bank?
I feel like he would because SmackDown storyline is too big for him to jump over there and just think he could just jump into that picture of that storyline right now.
The problem is, if we're trying to turn Damian Priest babyface, he can't cash in on Seth. It's got to be somebody else winning it.
He could go for the lower titles like the IC title.
I don't think we're going to do that again after the fucking Austin Theory botch.
Yeah, true.
Because okay, let's go back to it. Seth Rollins issued an open challenge. Just accept the open challenge. Don't cash in the briefcase.
Yeah,
Nobody ever. How did everybody that works for WWE miss that logic?
I remember that shit wasn't necessary.
Yes, it said open challenge. Beat the living hell out of him. You can get disqualified and then you cash in. You already did enough damage at this point.
Yeah. You can get 2 matches out of it, but whatever.
You know, we see the golden
WWE
plan.
to be really thoughtful about these Money in the Banks from now on. Like, they really need to be thoughtful with Damian Priest.
Kelvin said Dom looked like sad 50 Cent from Mad TV.
Sad 50 Cent.
Now, I have a question for everybody. Who in the blue hell is Blue Kane? And why does he think he's some hot shit?
You know what's funny? I don't know, but when he showed up in the snow fell, I swear I thought he was in AEW.
I thought it would be Kane in AEW.
I enjoyed it, and I was like, no offense, why didn't WWE do this when they did the opposite Kane? Why didn't they make him another color variant?
I would love to.
There was one time, Kane wore green one time when he teamed up with X-Pac.
Yeah, and then we never saw that outfit again. I'm surprised that's not on National Treasures.
Oh, yeah.
That was a one-time deal. That was like a one-time deal. We never saw it ever again.
Yeah, he won that neon green one time when he teamed with X-Pac, and you never saw it again.
Guys, I just have an idea. I got an idea for maybe next week. We should do like one-time deal moments. Because there's a lot in WWE, a one-time deal.
I'm about to say, yeah, they are a lot. There's a lot of one-time themes. There's a lot of one-time outfits. There's a lot of one-time showing up. You know, almost 90% of the WWE roster.
I'll give you an example. There was one time that Randy Orton came out of CM Punk's music before he used it.
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
I'm about to say, we can do the one time that God came out to the Funk of Service song before he even debuted.
Oh, man. Yeah, we should do a segment like that.
Yeah, it's an idea.
Just a thought. But yeah.
I'm about to say, Blue Kane is still gangster, though.
Blue Kane,
yeah, bro. Blue Kane he's talking wild on the internet. He said he should have ended the Undertaker streak. He's saying he's better than real Kane. I'm like, come on. You're a fucking idiot. Come on.
Hey, look, man, when you come out trying to represent a character that's a legend that's been in the Hall of Fame, you got to talk your shit to get your name out there.
Mm-hmm.
Blue Kane is in worse shape than real Kane is right now.
That's so sad.
And he's allegedly like in his 30s. I don't know who the guy is, but I heard he's like in his 30s.
That makes it better for an actual match for both of them. Because
I got one real question. Who the fuck painted that mask, or who he got it to made that color? Because that shit looks legit as hell.
I love the blue though, like honestly.
Or he probably bought a replica and just had it repainted.
Yeah, probably.
That's what I'm saying, but like most of the replicas are made of plastic. That one is made of like the same material the original Kane mask was made of.
Yeah, you're right.
But this would be a crazy match though.
Yeah.
You imagine the snow is cocaine.
Yo. Can you imagine he showed up to an indie show and he turns around and real Kane comes out behind him as like a manager just for the hell of it?
One of my friends who's a wrestling, wrestling fan, he came up with an idea with a tag team. It's between Kofi Kingston and Kane. And their actual name is going to be Cocaine.
God.
I got that immediately.
And then the actual snow was going to be Cocaine.
That's expensive. by the way. That's expensive.
Hold on, wait a minute. It's expensive.
And they're all white.
Look, it's expensive. But you do an AEW with Tony Khan, it might be on the
Yeah, you
house.
know what? Yeah, he'll probably make that fit in the budget. Yeah.
Probably.
Just drop like 40 grand on a key and just.
I'm about to say, because don't forget, he's already in Florida where it comes in at.
Shit. That's crazy.
Yeah. Fucking Tony will pull that off.
Pull off so quick. Them little kids would be in the crowd, just all types of shaking.
Only on Ultra Heelz.
Yeah. And now it is time to go outside the ropes.
Hey,
yo, you trying to kill me over here, and I ain't got no drink. What the fuck?
My mouth's super dry after looking at this right now.
This week's outside the ropes is favorite fast food biscuit.
Popeyes.
Now, here's the thing. We're in New Jersey. We can only get Popeyes.
Exactly.
So
that's
the
all
answer.
I can get. I had churches, though.
So, I'm about to say, so
Carl's
it leads down to me, because all 40 bitches are in a 10-mile radius of my ass right now.
So what do you fuck with? Where you going for a biscuit?
Let me tell you, okay, boy, it's gonna sound sad. All right, so I didn't had all of them, and I'm not a biscuit person. Bojangle biscuits are dried in asphalt. Popeye's biscuits are literally asphalt. Carl's Jr. and Hardy Jr. biscuits are soft, but you gotta get them bitches hot like Krispy Kreme donuts, because once them bitches get cold, they are the most disgusting thing on the planet. Okay. But the Church's chicken biscuit, I don't know what it is about it. Their chicken is dangerous. You eat their chicken, you're shitting. You got diarrhea. But their biscuits are on point. I don't give a fuck when they cook them bitches. When you get them, they are still soft. I don't know what cocaine they put in them motherfuckers to make them soft, but they're the only biscuits that are just made right for some weird reason. And you can fight me on it, but I live here with all 4 of them, and I've tried all of them.
There was a Carl's Jr. in North Bergen, and it was only open for like 6 months because nobody fucking went to it. I went to it once, and it was during lunch, so I couldn't get a breakfast biscuit, so I never had it. I'm pretty sure I've been to a Church's, but I was probably like 7 years old, so I do not remember it.
There's a Bojangles going into Manhattan. That is probably the closest Bojangles I know of, unless they put one closer to the water right before you get to New York. But that's the only Bojangles I know of that was there right before I left.
Now, I saw an article that they're trying to open a Bojangles, like more like locations in New Jersey, other than the one you're talking about. But I haven't done anything since I've seen that article.
Bro, because I'm telling you now, all Carl's Jr., Hardee's Jr., Church Chicken, and Bojangles is a North Carolina Southern type of thing. Yeah, yep. So I don't really see them getting outside of here, because I tell you right now, people down here in the morning want breakfast, they getting a biscuit from one of these 4 places early in the morning.
I do remember when I was like 7 or 8 years old going on vacation in North Carolina, we went to KFC for breakfast. I was like, since when the fuck does KFC have breakfast? Because they seriously don't have it up north. We do not have KFC breakfast.
I tell you right now, Bojangles got that strawberry cream biscuit, and
now Popeyes copied it.
Yeah, and then they also do
shit out of it.
They also Bojangles also do blueberry gravy biscuits for the morning. I don't know who.
Is it called like a Bowberry biscuit or something?
Yeah, I don't know who in the fuck right mind thought for breakfast I want bread with some blueberries and fucking gravy. That's just not breakfast food to me. Yo, you know what's funny? I looked at an old video I was tagged in when we was at the old studio in Clifton, and we was doing like, the talk around where all the podcasts came together. Yeah. And there's a clip up there of me talking about, the podcast. And I go, yeah, we talk about everything life, all random stuff, food. And we wasn't talking about food like that then. Now we talk about it at the end of every show now. Yeah. I called this shit like years ago. It's fucking funny.
Outside the Ropes, brought to you by the Ultra Heelz.
Hey. What's the next food thing we're gonna do? Because the best thing I can tell you right now is I want to do the best like exclusive drink for a place.
You mean like Baja Blast and Lightning Thunder, whatever the fuck the KFC one's called?
That's gonna be that's gonna be something.
It's Baja Blast. That's not even a hard one.
Yeah, it ain't.
But this has been the Ultra Heelz Wrestling Podcast, and we're gonna sign off for the evening. I've been Darth Messiah, and you, sir?
Alex, the motherfucking Hill.
Good night, J-Kid.
Good night to all. Good night.
Peace.
Peace.